Why are we arguing? Relationships are not about being on a debate team. And make no debate about it. We are better together. So, what does it even take to build together? Today on In the Mix, let's talk about building better relationships, how to be better together. Oh, I'm mic'd up. Join me and let's mix it up. What's good people? How you doing? How you living? How's it going? What's happening? I hope you are doing well. Come on, family, hit the thumbs up button on this video. Yes, please hit the thumbs up button on this video. You might as well hit the subscribe button as well. Yeah, like button, subscribe button. We're going to have a courageous conversation of illumination. You know how we do it. We got to pay that light bill, family. Come on, drop some light bulb emojis in the chat. As a matter of fact, let's light it all the way up in here. 100 watts. We're going to keep the conversation 100. We too lit to quit. Why? Because we are the light of the world. As we're going to have this conversation of illumination, let's highlight the topic for today. Can we tackle the topic, family? We're talking about building better relationships. How to be better together. I need you to invite somebody in on this one. Come on. Yeah. This is a courageous conversation that you need to invite somebody in. Share if you care. You're here because you care, so I need you to share. Your timeline could be someone's lifeline. So invite somebody in to our channel for change, our channel that creates change, our channel that breaks chains. You know, in the movie, As Good as It Gets, not really a big movie guy, but this particular movie, As Good as It Gets, Jack Nicholson, in the film, he wins over Helen Hunt's heart with a phrase that he says, "You make me want to be a better man." Yeah, it's kind of like what Neo sang in that song. I'm a movement by myself, but I'm a force when we're together. You know what it is. You make me better. Come on, family, just type better together. Type better together. We always hear about hashtag relationship goals. Yeah, hashtag relationship goals. And a lot of times, much of it is smoke and mirrors with people in pictures. Smoke and mirrors with people in pictures. Because even the research shows that 70% of couples who are posting about their significant other while they're taking ussies and all that other stuff, matching pajamas, 70% of those couples are frustrated. And the research suggests that they're seeking external validation from what they don't receive from their significant other. We always talk about wholeness as if it is a destination, as if it's a cross street, as if it's a boulevard that you arrive to. But in many cases, wholeness is a process. Wholeness is a journey. You didn't experience trauma overnight. You didn't experience in many cases the traumatic experience and effects of certain things episodically just overnight. In many cases, it was a process. Yeah, a lot of things didn't just happen instantaneously. It was a process. It was a fact of learned behavior. It was a successive level of experiences that in many cases became traumatic. And if it takes time to find yourself in trauma, it takes time in many cases to unlearn, to heal from that trauma. Healing is a process. Wholeness is a process. Wholeness is not so much destiny as it is a process daily. It's not episodic. Wholeness is a process. Come on, family, just type it's a process. You can be delivered, but not healed. It's a process, right? So healing stops because of a relationship. Should healing stop simply because of a marriage? Of course not. It's Sister Shahrazad Ali. She said something significantly. She said, if you know, in many cases, her work, especially, if you know her work, she talks about the black family. She talks about relationships. And she said this. She said, God made the man and the woman, here it is, to be together in unity. Come on, family, just type unity. Yeah. God made the man and the woman to be together in unity, not in division. Why? Because a house divided against itself cannot stand. Division is a divided vision, right? It's impossible to love and worship God, but not respect each other. It's impossible to love and revere and respect God, but you don't respect those individuals who, in many cases, are also created in the image of God. We can't use our children to punish a spouse or a significant other or your baby mother or your baby father. We can't disrespect each other in front of the children, our children, because our children do more than just what we say. They do what we do, right? They're internalizing all of the things that in many cases they see on a daily basis, right? We have to be more patient. We have to be more courteous. As Sister Shahrazad Ali says this, she says, if you become a better woman, he's got to become a better man. If you become a better man, she's got to become a better woman. And when you think about building better relationships, it first begins with the relationship internally. How do I see me? Do I love me? Do I value me? Do I see the greatness of what God has placed on the inside of me? How do I talk to me? Because here's the thing. If you're talking to you negatively, if you're talking to you all crazy, if you're telling yourself what you can't do, what you can never become, what you can never overcome, I guarantee you much of that same negative philosophy that you imbibe internally is going to be spewed, is going to be castigated toward the person who you say you love, you revere, you respect, and that you intend on spending quality time with. When we think about that, and Sister Shahrazad Ali had said something rather significant. She said, if you become a better woman, he's got to become a better man. I want to ask the question, would Barack Obama be who he is without Michelle? Yeah, our former first lady, former president, former first lady. The first lady went ahead and wrote the book Becoming. Oh yeah. Becoming. Am I becoming the right one for the right one? With Martin Luther King. Y'all know the admiration and respect that I have for the one and only Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who's revered. Would he be revered? Would he been able to do everything that he did to advance freedom, justice, and the hopes of equality in this country without a courageous Coretta Scott Queen? Yeah, Coretta Scott King, Queen. Would he been able to do everything that he did without her? Would Malcolm be magnified? Malcolm X, would he be magnified without a bona fide Betty Shabazz? Think about one of my favorite actors, the one and only Denzel Washington. Would he be a man on fire? Yeah, that's a movie reference. And experience the glory and the grandeur without his queen, Pauletta Washington? What about Ossie Davis, the late great Ossie Davis? Would Ossie Davis be who he is Would he have gone down in history without Ruby D? I say no, clearly, if you ask me. Because if you think about it, all of these women influence their men to become better. As a brother, what are you doing to become better and build with a sister? My dear sister from another mister, what are you doing to become better and build with the man that God has strategically placed in your life for such a time as this? And here's the thing. We all want the soft life, my sisters especially. But here's the thing. We face a lot of hard issues, right? The soft life doesn't necessarily come from acting hard or treating somebody in a harsh manner. Does not necessarily come from blame shifting and lack of accountability, right? It's hard to get the soft life making somebody else's life hard. It's hard for a sister to act soft, my brother, if you make her life hard. I'm talking about being better together, right? And when we begin to put each other, when we begin to put ourselves in each other's shoes, then at the end of the day, we can't lose because we're better together. You know, we hear all these things about power couple. And many people want a love connection like their favorite celebrity relationships. They want a great relationship. They want a love connection like the many marriages that in many cases they see on social media or they see on the TV screen. They see the lights, they see the cameras, they see the wealth, they see the acclaim, they see the fame. But here's the thing. We truly don't know what goes on behind the scenes because to a certain degree, power couple could mean power struggle. I wish I had somebody talking to me today. Power couple can mean power struggle. When in many cases, what I need to be striving for is a purpose partner. Come on, family, just type purpose partner. You can't really expect a purpose partner if you have not first partnered with your purpose. Matter of fact, I want you to partner with us. You're watching In the Mix, but why are you not a member of In the Mix? Come on, become a partner with us. All you have to do is just tap the link in the live chat, tap the link in the description of this video to become a partner, a strategic partner with us, where I take you behind the scenes into my life, into my journey, giving you strategies of really how to make your life work in a more effective, efficient manner. All you have to do is just tap the link in the live chat. Link is in the description of this video, and you'll see three areas of where you can become a partner at: VIP, royalty, OQP. For as little as just $9.99. Yeah. Investment in yourself, but also investment in us. Your partnership would be greatly appreciated by becoming a member and a partner of In the Mix. Partnership is important. Partnership is important. You really don't understand the power of partnership until you first partner with your purpose, though. Right? Because when you really hone in on what the gifts and the callings of what God has given you and what it is that you have been created to do, mandated to do, you see how it is working with other people too. Right? It goes beyond just the imagery to now you develop effective and efficient strategy. Sometimes that power couple means power struggle. You got to be careful looking to be like this other person, emulate what that other individual, that other particular couple has. You got to get into the particular place like, listen, what's for me is for me. I'm going to become the right one for the right one by first being right for myself. I'm going to strengthen and build with the right individual. Right? I'm going to be in a particular place and proximity where I am empowered to walk in my purpose with my purpose partner. All those names that I suggested about Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, Barack Obama, Ossie Davis, so on and so forth. Do you think any of those individuals had to struggle to succeed together with their particular purpose partner? Don't believe me? Just watch. Michelle Obama even said this. She said, there are times when you can't stand each other. She's talking from her book, Becoming. She said, there were times I was frustrated with Barack. I know she wanted to throw a rock at Barack, but she was frustrated with him. But she said, I still stood by his side. And I'm wondering, do we have a mythical mindset that relationships and marriage is just going to always be dancing through daisies? You know, getting it on and popping like Mary Poppins, singing The Hills Are Alive with the sound of music? Or do we understand sometimes the most harmonious chords are oftentimes struck by flat notes? Sometimes situations seemingly flatline. You hit a fissure and a fracture. And here's what we become. We become so focused on taking photos. We become so focused on getting structured in a particular picture frame. But what's the framework of the relationship? We get so inundated on the image, get so inundated on imagery. But do we actually have a personal and particular strategy for really how to love each other through what they go through what each other goes through, the trauma and the trials and the triggers and the fact that here it is. I wasn't raised to be with you. You wasn't raised to be with me. I got to love you through what you go through. I got to get to really learn you and know you, because here's the thing. Just because they're attractive doesn't mean you're compatible. You don't have the grace for everybody. And when you realize that, here's what you do. Now you begin to handle each other with better care, with commitment, with concern, with togetherness. And here it is. We're better together. So much so that I want you to make sure that you join my Eagles community. Join my Eagles community. Where we're soaring to greater success and purpose. I want to help you to partner with your purpose in a greater way through our teachings, through our coaching, through our trainings, through our sessions to where we're interconnected, where I'm giving you Eagle's Nest reflections and providing guided feedback for you on how to take your vision to another dimension. You owe it to you to invest in you. Go right now to theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the Join Now button. Fill out the form. Oh, I guarantee you're going to be transformed. Family, I want you to stick and stay. Don't touch that dial. Smile. Breaking news. Got a special message. In the midst of this special message, I'm coming back. Stick and stay. More is on the way after these messages. I'll be right back. Our schools are underfunded, teachers are underpaid, and our children are undereducated. Our classrooms, culture, curriculum, and communities are in crisis like never before. Education is the key, but the lock is broken. So how do we fix it? I'm so glad that you asked. I'm giving you strategies in my new book. It's my 17th book, by the way, called Strategies for Successful Schools. How to develop a diverse classroom of learners who read, lead, and succeed. This is a book that's available right now for our educational leaders. It's a must-read for school board members, parents, community advocates, transformative teachers, and yes, for those of you who desire to see our children lead and succeed. But not only that, so many of our young people are struggling with their academics, their mental well-being, limiting beliefs, procrastination, interpersonal trauma, and just feeling like they're hopeless. But what if there was a go-to guide to empower you to be a champion and our children to be a champion and empower them to overcome challenges? Here's the good news. I've got another book for you. It's my 18th one. Learners are Leaders, Strategies and Solutions for Student Success. It's got a 31-day journal in there. It's got affirmations, really a lot of valuable life lessons, ways to set smart goals for success, improve your mental well-being, foster academic success. So much more that is in store when you get not just one, but both of these books. They're both available right now on Amazon. Yeah, go get it right now. But also, you can get signed copies that are available at theeaglesacademy.com/books. Don't just get them for you, but also get them for someone else too. Yes, y'all. And we don't stop. Come on, family. I need you to heed to these resources that you've heard. Let's get back to the word. We're talking. Woo-wee. Building better relationships. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not talking about build a bear. I'm not talking about build a man. I'm not talking about build a woman. I'm talking about building better together. Why? I'm talking about how to be better together. That's what it's about. Too many, we got too much of this angst and animosity and, a lot of headbutting. Battle of the sexes. Gender wars. Come on. We got to do better. We got to do better. I need you. You need me. To survive, and not just to survive, but to thrive. I've listed some names and some couples, and a lot of times we see those individuals as power couples. But sometimes, as I said before, power couple means power struggle. More than anything, you need a purpose partner. I don't know if you know about that dear sister from another mister, Mrs. Tabitha Brown. Yeah, writer, the author, does some cooking as well. She know how to say, "Hey, y'all." Yeah. She got that little Southern sister soul flavor. Yeah. But think about her and her marriage. Is she just an anomaly? Because she's one of those wives in the 30 percentile who makes more money than her husband. Her and her husband have come together, had courageous conversations, talking about their relationship, the private things of their relationship in a public forum, public manner. She became a better woman all around, improved her financial standing, and said to her husband, she said these words to her husband: "I'm taking you off the job as a police officer so that you can be the chief executive officer of our family." Ain't that something? Generally what we hear in society, that one, the man's supposed to be the breadwinner. Secondly, if anybody should be taking anybody off the job, we say that the man should be taking the woman off the job. But we see here a reversal of roles. And is that all bad? Because here's the thing. What works for society may not work for you two interpersonally. Right? What role do you both play in each other's life that may not necessarily be totally ingratiated and celebrated by society? But here it is. The love that you have for each other works for the both of you. Come on, family, type work together. Type work together. Work together, build together, love together, lead together, lift together, empower each other together. Tabitha Brown. Again, like I said, she told her husband, "Listen, I'm taking you off the job as a police officer so you can be the chief executive officer of our family." The Tab tell you that her dream came true when she was able, here it is, to retire her husband. Listen to that. Her dream came true by not from receiving anything, but giving him everything. They've been married for 23 years. And here's what she said. She said, "Listen, I was broke with him for a long time, but we loved each other through it. We struggled together for a very long time." Right? And so their success was not necessarily just an overnight success. Their success happened within the last few years together, but it was a building through all of those years of brokenness, through all those years of hardship, through all of those years to where it seemed as if, my faith and my finances not seemingly eye to eye. They're cross-eyed. Here's what she realizes. With their success happening within the last few years together, the lessons that they've learned in the places where there was some turmoil and some hardship, she realized this: we are better together. Come on, family, just type "I need you." Type "I need you. I need you. I need you." And I don't need you because I'm needy. I need you because I'm needed. You need me. I need you. I help you to complete. I help you to fulfill. I help you to fill in the holes and the blanks of your life to make your life work in an even greater aspect, in a greater way. Sometimes you're not, let me take it to another degree. Sometimes you're not always better at the same time. Oh, have mercy. Yeah, we're better together, but sometimes we're not always better at the same time together. Sometimes somebody's better at a particular time and more advanced at a particular time than you are, and you're trying to play catch up, or they're trying to play catch up. Sometimes it's at different intervals and at different levels of time. Were her and her husband not equally yoked? Well, I need us to be on the same page. What about the fact that you're both in the same chapter? Oh, let me talk to you. I need us to be on the same page. But what if you're both in the same chapter? How about what if you both are in the same book? Is that good enough? Because here's what we do. We always look for a way to excommunicate each other. We look for a way to exile each other. We look for a way to X out each other versus to include each other. We're looking for so many red flags that we ignore the green ones. Oh, yeah. For many of us, we running red lights and we stopping on green ones. Always hear, well, I don't want to build nobody. I don't want to build a man. I don't want to build a woman. But when do we hear the question, how can I build with this particular individual? We always talk about what we won't do, what we can't do. But what about what we can do? What do you bring that we can build with? Beyond the table, what about the tools? What do you bring to the table? What tools do you bring that we can build? Because here's the thing. Maybe both of you already got a table assembled. But what tools do you have? You got a nail, I got a hammer. Hey, we can work together. You're adept in this particular area. I'm adept in this particular area. Let's put our resources together. Let's put our mindset together. Let's put our ideas together. Let's put our vision together. Right? Love don't pay the bills. Need more than just love. I need some leadership qualities. I need some level up skills. You fine, but what else? And here's the missing integer that we failed to ask. Here it is. How are you an asset to the type of man that you desire to acquire? My brother, my sister, I need you to, come on, I need you to answer that question. My brother, I need you to answer this question. How are you an asset to the type of woman that you desire to acquire? Why should he or she choose you? Beyond you being 36, 24, 36, curved like the letter S, beyond you being a mid-size, a small size, a voluptuous size, beyond your height, what about your heart? Beyond your money and your muscles, what about your mindset? Because here's the thing, at the end of the day, it's not about what you're driving, it's about what's driving you. Not about the clothes that you're wearing. It's about, are you clothed in the armor of God? It's not about what you're wearing, it's about who you're becoming. It's not about the glasses that you wear in your face. I want to know, do you know what your vision is? Not about the Rolex or the Timex watch that's on your wrist. Do you know what time it is? These are things we got to get to at the end of the day. Listen, beyond her cleavage, what is her character like? Beyond his height, what is her heart? Beyond his height, where's his heart? Because you're not marrying a person's career, you're not marrying a person's necessarily job specifications. You're not marrying just the person's particular profession. You're marrying a person. And can you actually live with this particular person at the end of the day? Can you love this particular person at the end of the day? This is not building a woman. This is not about building a man. This is about enhancing a particular person's purpose and plan. They already come prepackaged with purpose, promise, possibility, and potential. They are movement by themselves. But here's what they become. They become a force when you're both together. Why? Because you improve. You make each other better. Hear me. Somebody ought to be better simply because you are in their life. Somebody ought not be worse simply because you're in their life. They ought to be better because you're in their life. They're in your life. Come on, family. Just type better. Better. I help you to think better. I help you to lead better. I empower you to act better. I empower you to lead better in your community. I empower you to become better spiritually. Yeah. You grow closer to God as you grow closer to me. Yeah. Because it's not just about me. It's about Christ in me, the hope of glory. Greater is he that's within me than he that's in the world. Yeah. I am the type of individual that I desire to acquire. I'm coming with love. I'm coming with leveling up. I'm coming with emotional intelligence. Hear me. You don't just build better relationships specifically off of money. You build better relationships through communication. You build better relationships through emotional intelligence. You build better relationships by leaning into each other, by listening, by here it is, seeing how can I serve you today? Good friend of mine, he says he always makes a point every day to ask his wife, how can I love you better today? How can I serve you better today? How can I show up in your life to where here it is, you feel heard, you feel seen, you feel loved, you feel valued. That's the type of value that I'm bringing. That's the type of value that I'm providing. How can you not be better together like that? When both of you are on one accord, meeting each other's needs in that manner and more, that's the way it happens. You're not needy, you're needed. Somebody ought to be better simply because they are with you. It ought to be, listen, it's a vibe over here. It's a vibe over here. Yeah. We loving, we leading, we lifting each other. We moving to another dimension together. We ain't arguing. It's not a debate team. We're not trying to step on each other. We're not trying to invalidate each other. We're working together. And we're a blessing to one another. Come on, family, just type, I'm a blessing. Type, I'm a blessing. I'm a blessing. Family, I want you to sow into this word that you've heard. Yeah. I want you to sow into this word that you've heard. We've been having super conversation. Drop a super chat. Drop a super sticker. Drop a super chat. Drop a super sticker. I want to give you an opportunity to sow into this word that you've heard and really be a blessing. Yeah, I want you to be a blessing to our amazing In the Mix show and program. We want to broaden our broadcast. You can help us to do that. I would that you would sow into this word that you've heard. We are better together. We can build better, healthier, whole, happy, healed relationships. We can do that. Cash App, $Access Identity, PayPal, Zelle, EddieConnorJr at Gmail as well. Super chat, super sticker, sow into the super conversation. Again, Cash App, $Access Identity, PayPal, Zelle, EddieConnorJr at Gmail as well. Well, family, I appreciate you. Yeah, for sowing into this word that you have heard. I really do appreciate you. I really do appreciate you. Each and every single time the mission and the motto is to really provide a message that brings restorative hope and that meets the needs of those who are watching, especially when it comes to the ways that we can build better relationships. I would that you would join our amazing community, the Eagles community, where there's a lot of healthy relationships that are being built, connections that are forged, people supporting one another. You just got to get into the room. Invest in yourself by becoming a member of my mentoring and coaching program, the Eagles Community. Go right now, theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form. I guarantee you will be transformed. And then also, if you're not a member of our In the Mix members area, be sure to join us there. Yeah, all you have to do is just tap the link in the chat, tap the link in the description of this video, and then you can become a member, and not just a member, a partner. Yeah. VIP, royalty, OQP, get one of those particular badges, and you will have access to our members only content. Membership has its privileges, and I want you to access all those privileges that are at your disposal. Family, In the Mix, who's out of time. But y'all know that I am not out of truth. And so I want to thank you for rocking with me. I want to thank you for riding with me. I really do want to thank you for rolling with me. Why? Because that's just how we roll. And we roll together each and every single weekday, Monday through Friday, for In the Mix. Should I do part 2 of this? My thoughts are swirling. Y'all let me know. Did you get anything from this? Should I do part 2 of this? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Of course, we're right here on the YouTube side. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Yeah. Of course, we're on the YouTube side, but also I want to give a sincere salute to our viewers on our sister satellite stations on social media. I just got a question for you. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? If so, step this way, step that way. Which way am I talking about? By friending me and following me on all the social sites, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok. We don't stop at EddieConnorJr. Come on, family, put some respect on my name. EddieConnorJr. Y'all keep showing love. I'm going to keep showing up. And I want to personally invite you as well to receive a word directly in person from me each and every Sunday, each and every Tuesday, as I am the pastor of the Remnant Worshipers Church in the city of Detroit. What's the address? 20470 Hubble Street. I'm saving you a seat. Yeah, this coming Sunday, 10 a.m. Every Tuesday, 7 p.m. And you can also join us an hour prior, 6 p.m. for our prayer time. But we do something called TNT Tuesdays, Truth and Transformation. It's an amazing Bible study. And of course, we have amazing services on Sunday. I can't wait to see your face in the Remnant Worshipers place. If I can help you, if I can serve you in any way, don't hesitate. Please reach out to me. Get any and all of my books, especially my latest ones, Strategies for Successful Schools, Learners and Leaders. They're on Amazon. You can also get signed copies of any of my books. I got 18 of them out there. EaglesAcademy.com/books. If you're looking for a dynamic speaker, why would you look any further? Come on, family. You know I'm the man for the job. So invite me to speak at your church, your conference, your community center, your school, your graduation, your session. Let's make some progression. All you got to do is email me to invite me, info@EddieConnor.com. And it would be an honor for me to empower you. It's yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand, your brother. And I mean that. Family has been fun, but you know a brother got to run. So I want you to know it's been a privilege and a pleasure. A treat and a treasure, joy. Yes, it has been beyond measure, but I want you, yes, you. I'm talking to you now to remember to keep the faith and believe it's going to be bigger, better, brighter, peace, and a whole lot of love. Yeah. I love y'all. Peace and love. Keep soaring higher. Family, there is power in partnership, and we are better together, which is why I am on a mandated mission to activate 30, yes, 30 new action takers who are ready to soar beyond their limits. I'm ready to develop and deploy you into your gifts and your greatness. Now, are you ready? Well, get activated. by joining the Eagles Academy, where we cultivate your gifts and your talents to become the greatest version of yourself. And we do this through weekly mastermind sessions where you receive strategies for exponential growth with self-paced Eagles Nest reflections that include personalized feedback to transform you, to renew your mindset, to empower you to take action and actualize your purpose. Are you an action taker? If so, today I ask you, are you ready to answer the call? Well, great. Then visit theeaglesacademy.com and become a member. For only $24.99, you will unlock unlimited knowledge and resources that will launch you and catapult you into the greatest version of yourself. I invite you to the winner's circle. On your mark, get set, go right now to theeaglesacademy.com and seize this moment.